I certainly do agree with it. This was a very direct and a very unambiguous effort, not only to influence the results of the election, apparently, but also to demonstrate that democratic political systems have a lot of corruption and weaknesses, and that their system that he propagates is a much more solid and sort of stable one going towards the future. This is unprecedented, to interfere in our elections like this. They have criticized our efforts at democracy promotion in the former Soviet Union, but those were overt. Those were very open efforts to help democratic political parties. But this was covert and definitely designed to weaken our system.
Well, Mr. Ambassador, you may believe fully that the Russians were behind these hacks, but it's not clear the president-elect yet has come to that conclusion. And it would appear that President Putin is sort of expecting and waiting for the next administration to take its place and have a very different relationship. Do you think that will be the case? And is it possible that President Trump will simply reverse the sanctions that were issued yesterday?
Well, I hope not. I think a broader perspective is useful here. Another event yesterday was the ceasefire in Syria, for which Mr. Putin is, taking great credit for. He is placing himself, posturing himself as a world-class negotiator and a very influential figure. And by taking, apparently the high ground on not retaliating, he is basically, trying to come across as someone interested in improving relationships, someone who really is the big deal maker and decision maker on the world scene. So clearly it's a gesture at Mr. Trump, but it's also designed, to demonstrate that Russia and Mr. Putin are major powers on the world scene.
Ambassador, does having someone like Rex Tillerson, who has an existing relationship with President Putin, bring you a sense of encouragement as we approach the new administration, or does it give you nerves that it means these types of sanctions are likely to be rolled back on day one?
My belief is that the relationship between the U.S. and Russia right now is fraught with a number of very serious problems. And the notion that any single summit meeting, over the near term is going to solve these problems is really, I think, beyond credibility. I don't know what Mr. Trump is going to do, but my advice would be to come in, read all the intelligence, get the briefing from your security advisors, and then make an informed decision, and not to rush to conclusion that, some great big deal as a result of one summit meeting is going to solve everything. I don't think the world works that way.
Mr. Ambassador, I don't know if you saw the Russian embassy out of the UK's tweet yesterday when they announced this deal. We have it up for you. I'll read it. President Obama expels 35 Russian, they use a Russian flag, diplomats in Cold War deja vu, as everybody, including American people, will be glad to see the last of this hapless administration. And then they have a picture of a little duckling, and they write the word lame on top, lame duck. Is this what diplomacy looks like in 2017 in 140 characters and images?
I hope not. Obviously, I've spent a lifetime, in diplomacy, and diplomacy involves a lot of very careful thought, discussion, and negotiation, to reach agreements. I don't think the world has changed that much, that is now passé. Clearly, what Mr. Putin's people are doing in London, is trying to sort of cast off the Obama administration as lame ducks, as cold warriors, and laying the groundwork for what they hope would be this large new deal with the United States. We must talk to Russia. It's critical. We have many, many important issues to deal with them. And I advocate, certainly keeping a dialogue with Russia. but, it's going to have to be done piece by piece and not any major overall one summit agreement.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.